finally done prepping the outside! Yay! Well, at least till spring, because there's still some sealing we have to do and just a few odds and ends, but we are ready to move into the inside. But let me show you what we've gotten done since the last episode. First off, my husband got this finished and glued. See all the edges? That was all glued in place, so it would have a nice tight bond. Doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
So the sanding is really making a nice difference. It's not perfect, but it blends everything really nicely. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but it definitely looks a whole lot nicer. Secondly, I went around and I replaced all this foam trim on all the hatches. I replaced a lot of these outside things, put butyl tape behind, and replaced the screws. All right, in the back here on these trims on both sides, I went along and I replaced all the screws all the way up top, all the way down the roof, and that was on both sides. I did that side up to the front, and I also need to put the vinyl piece in here, but I'm going to do that later. Thank you, Bubba. Yeah. Oh, its ear, yeah. And his nose. Do you like the puppy? I replaced all the screws on the side piece here and on the other side as well. And guys, check this out. See all the lights up there? It's kind of hard to see them right now because it's so bright. But I got all the LED lights replaced. All the ones in the back and this little license plate light. I have that finished and sealed off. And I got this gas cover piece replaced. It was all cracked before. That was a little bit of a procedure. So I got this from Amazon. It's a gas filler housing. Let me show you guys. This one right here is cracked. See back in there, it's cracked and it's not waterproof. So we're gonna change that. So we don't blow up or anything here. Okay. You think it'll fit now? I ended up putting blocks back in here because this is just fiberglass and it's a little bit of a tight fit where this is going to take a lot of strain. So we're gluing wood blocks behind and then we'll screw the fitting over that. So that's the plan. All right, now we need to let that dry. Is that a good job? I think that's a good job. All right, it's all finished. And then last of all, we got both of these edges taped. So there was like a tape we put behind it, and then we put a glue sealant down and screwed that down. All right, so I'm going to go along and mark where this trim piece comes up to so that I can go along and tape the edges. I have this sealant tape to put over this. This is where I'm getting super nervous. I have this tape, really good tape that's meant to seal off corners. I always hate working with this kind of stuff. I'm done taping this side. It's working out pretty well. I have this all bond silicone. It's like a hybrid between a sealant and an adhesive. So I'm going to put this down now on the trim to give it an extra bit of sealant underneath before I go ahead and screw all this back together. Tell you what, guys, this is work. So I'm running into troubles again. I cannot get this corner piece to pull in tight. The screws just won't grab, even when you pre-drill holes. So Nolan's coming to my rescue. Hopefully he can figure it out. Thanks to Nolan, I think we got this about as tight as we can get it. Still didn't lay completely tight around the edges. I went along and took that glue sealant and just filled up the gap. So this is drying. And I'm a little bit disappointed. This tape, I thought I measured correctly, but it sticks way out from underneath the trim. So it looks a bit ugly. The last step I need to do, and I might let this till spring when I'm doing all the other sealing, is I'm going to take actually self-leveling sealant on top of each screw hole, and then after that we'll put the vinyl trim piece in there. So yeah, guys, super excited. We get to move inside and start on the interior. I actually already started, but you guys have to wait till next week to see that. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll link products below in the description that I used, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.